Beware. Beware of the thing that is coming. Beware of the risen people. Ye that are bullied and bribed. Tyrants, hypocrites, liars. My name is John Wilson. I am what Niall Martin would call an outsider. I'm from Cavan. But I have a clear message from Mr. Martin and his quizzling, traitorous pals. Every Irish man and every Irish woman is a local in every part of Ireland, our country. Yeah. It's great to see so many pride flags here this evening. Irish pride flags.
Yeah!
I want to single out a couple of people from Dublin. They are members of the Coolock Says No organisation. And can I just say in relation to Coolock, the great people of Coolock were battered, bruised and bullied by the guards, but they would not yield, and they refused to yield, and they won. They were victorious. As you're all aware, we're being force-fed a diet of synthetic diversity. We've been told we have to accept people from all over the world into our lovely little country. We face the immediate reality of becoming a minority in our own country within a short number of years. As I've said many times, Irish people are only 0.6% of the population of the world. Okay, we are an ethnic minority. And we risk becoming strangers in our own land within a few short decades. Now, in case anyone is in any doubt and thinks that I'm kind of being over dramatic about it, in 1998, if we told the Unionists and the Loyalists in Northern Ireland that in 2025 they would be a minority, they would have called us alarmists and conspiracy theorists. Well, this is 2025 and Unionists and Loyalists are a minority in Northern Ireland. So if anyone is in any doubt what a few decades can do to a population, what's happened in Northern Ireland is and should be a wake-up call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, I'm very grateful to everybody who turned up today here, and I'm sure there are many others who wanted to attend but couldn't attend for various reasons. But I have a clear message for all of those people who couldn't be bothered to turn up here today. Right? You are literally fiddling while Irish sovereignty is burning. Okay? Now, Niall Martin equates our great Irish culture with the cultures of the people from the third world that are invading our country. He equates our great Irish culture with the cultures of the invaders, the people that are blotting the landscape of our great country. And I have a clear message for the plantation centre owners. Remember, Judas Iscariot was paid 30 pieces of silver to betray Jesus Christ. He didn't enjoy it for very long, did he? No. And we will never forget you. We will never forget you for the betrayal, for your betrayal of the Irish people. Enjoy your money when you can, because I can assure you, you won't be enjoying it for very, very long. Now let's talk about the EU Migration Pact that our treacherous government signed up to. They refused to have a referendum because they were fully aware of the result of the referendum. The Irish people would have overwhelmingly rejected the EU Migration Pact. In the same way that in 2004, the Irish people voted by over 80% to do away with birthright citizenship, and Mr. Martin et al. Knew that there would be a similar result coming his way if he had put the EU Migration Pact to a referendum. Now, the EU Migration Pact is a death warrant for the Irish race. It is a death warrant for the Irish race because when the EU Migration Pact takes effect, we will have to take an unlimited number of illegal immigrants into Ireland. An unlimited number, right? We could end up having to take tens of thousands of illegal immigrants into this country every year. Now, why are they coming to Treasure Ireland? Our government are incentivising these people to come to Ireland. They are incentivising them. Roderick O'Gorman invited the third world to Ireland in at least 8 different languages. 8 different languages. Okay? As we speak, there are hundreds of millions of people actively trying to get into Europe from Africa and from other areas. Actively trying to get into Ireland. And many of these people have earmarked Ireland as their destination of choice. As we speak, there are no genuine asylum seekers in Ireland, as I've said many times. Everyone who travels through safe countries to get to Ireland is a bogus asylum seeker.
Yes.
They're all bogus asylum
Yes.
seekers. There's not one of them genuine. They're all criminal, illegal aliens. That's what they are. And now we have on Garda Síochána recruiting in IPAS centres. What next? They'll be recruiting in Mountjoy prison. That's the next logical step. They are so desperate to get new recruits into Garda Síochána. Well, I predicted this, years ago. They cut the pay of new recruits. Okay, and Garda Síochána used to be a vocation. When I joined over 40 years ago, I know I look younger than that, but over 40 years ago, okay? And Garda Síochána was a vocation. Now it's just another job. That's all it is, okay? But we are being destroyed. We are being destroyed in this country. We are going to be strangers in our own land within a very, very short amount of time. And we cannot tolerate that. We cannot tolerate that. It's time. We have to get out and protest. We have to get out in large numbers. People will often say, oh, what good is that, or what can I do? If we need to get at least 1 million people onto the streets of Dublin to protest. And if we can manage that, the mainstream media can't ignore us anymore. Absolutely. They can't ignore us anymore. They are basically, it's like living in a communist dictatorship at the moment. Our media are only reporting what they're allowed to report by our government. Right? And I know one prominent commentator, she describes this movement as being, it describes the government as being a cobbled together government. Our government is not cobbled together. We have a very strong government in this country, and they can do a lot of damage in the next 4.5 years. They can do a lot of damage to us in the next 4.5 years. Okay? We are in the midst of an invasion. We are being invaded. Alright? I don't know whether you saw a video from yesterday up around Drumcondra. There were busloads of Afghans and Africans being brought into new accommodation across from the Skyline Hotel. These people are economic migrants. They destination shopped. I don't see too many of these bogus asylum seekers heading for Latvia. Okay, they are being incentivised to come to Treasure Island. Roderick O'Gorman promised them their own accommodation by 2024. Okay, we are the weak link in the European chain. We hear a lot about, we must stand together as united. We are a united Europe. We are like hell. The Italians and the Greeks and other countries in Europe are only too glad to offload some of these bogus asylum seekers onto Ireland. We are going to have to take in tens of thousands of these individuals, these invaders, when the EU Migration Pact takes effect. Okay? We had an opt-out, Denmark had an opt-out, and we had an opt-out. The Danes, they opted to take the opt-out. But our little lackeys that had to do the bidding of Ursula von der Leyen and the rest of the globalists, okay, we are just. It is pitiable to see what's happening here, and it's also pitiable to see so many Irish people just sitting on their hands and doing nothing, and just tolerating. They believe everything they hear on the 6-1 news and the 9 o'clock news and RTE, and all and all the other all the other mainstream media stations. There used to be a time when local radio stations were a bastion of free speech. That's even gone. That's gone now. There may be 1 or 2 around the country that allow immigration to be discussed, but most of them don't. Okay. We hear a lot about misinformation and disinformation. The biggest spreaders of misinformation and disinformation are in Leinster House. They're our government. Right? They are every TD and every senator that voted for the EU Migration Pact is an enemy of the Irish people. They are enemies of the Irish people. Okay? And I'll just finish off. I'll just finish off with a quote from Padraig Pearse, and it's a quote that Micheál Martin and his quisling traitorous pals should take on board. Beware of the thing that is coming. Beware of the risen people, ye that have bullied and bribed, tyrants, hypocrites, liars. And finally, it's a pleasure to have been asked. I am delighted. I am greatly honoured to have been asked to speak at this meeting here this evening.
Thank you.
And it's a real pleasure, and it's great to meet people that are passionately dedicated to saving our country. Okay, because an Ireland without Irish people is not Ireland. Okay, all right. We have to fight. We are at war for the survival of the Irish race. It's that simple. This is Ireland, our Ireland, and we will fight like hell to save it.
My name is Niall McConnell. I'm the leader of Shield na HÉireann, Ireland's fastest growing Christian nationalist movement in the whole island of Ireland, and we need you to join our movement now. We are spearheading the campaign against the mass immigration invasion into Ireland. Scroll down below this video, click the link in the description or click the link in the bio to join as a member. You can join from anywhere in the world, Ireland, the UK, Canada, America, Australia, New Zealand, no matter where you are from, join as a member now. What do you get if you join as a member? You get this beautiful lapel badge, you get this Who We Are booklet, you get this freeing proclamation, you get the Irish tricolour flag and much more. Scroll down below this video, click the link now, join as a member now. Ireland needs you. Join the fight back. Stop the mass immigration invasion now. God bless you all, and God save Ireland.